here we go, ladies and gents. This is going to be a wild ride indeed, so I hope you're ready for this. 500 plus tons with these two little shunting locomotives. What am I doing? This is absolutely insane, but here we go. We've got no drive on the front axle right now, the DE2. The motor's completely burned out. We've just got rear axle drive right now, and the steam engine is trying. Come on, we can do this, we're almost there. We are so close, we are almost over the hill. Ouch! Looks like a fire has chosen to accompany us right now. Oh, fetch the fire extinguisher, will you? Because we are going to burn down. I must say, folks, I think we've really done it this time. The train's stalled, the DE2 is completely nuked, and we're stuck on a hill with nowhere to go. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is another episode of Derail Valley Simulator, and playing in career mode once again. And this is episode 6. Now, in the last episode, we did make it here to Harbour and Town with our trusty steam shunter. And one of the things I did mention last time was I was looking forward to potentially getting the DM3 diesel mechanical locomotive last time, because just getting a little bit sick and tired of the limited range that the steam shunter has. But yeah, unfortunately I did just go and have a look at the roundhouse, and there is no DM3 unfortunately. So I think for this episode we're just going to have to make do with driving the steam shunter once again, and probably get a helper going, potentially the DE2. So I'm not going to purchase the DM3 license just yet. We've got 34k in our wallet, and here we are at Harbour and Town, and we've got a whole bunch of jobs that we can do. Now, a helper locomotive, you say, or I say. There's a DE2 there in the distance. So what I'm thinking of doing for this episode, and this is going to be a little bit crazy, I've gone ahead and just selected this job anyway. It's taking a whole bunch of scrap metal, only 522 tons, mind you, and taking it up to the steel mill. What could go wrong, hey? Okay, well, that's it. So I'm thinking we're going to do this job today, and it's going to net us 20,000 bucks. So go from Harbour and Town, which is right here. We'll be taking this crazy incline right about here, and hopefully we can make it up that incline. So I'm thinking DE2 plus the steam shunter, 2 shunters technically, and go all the way across here, through the junction, across the straight here, turn around, and then there's steel mill. So it's not a very long trip by any stretch, but that incline there, that little section coming out of Harbour and Town, we know how terrible that is. So it's going to be an interesting run today, I think, and hopefully we don't cause any trouble, because 522 ton is well above the limit of the old steam shunter, and the DE2 diesel shunter as well, for that matter. So hooking both of those locomotives up together, I'm hoping we can make this work. It's 5:30 in the morning, nice and early, might as well get started. It's pouring down with rain, so that's not going to help us from an adhesion point of view, but I'm hoping we can make this work all the same. So just running over to this old DE2 over here, brand new engine, well, new to me anyway, hasn't had any use on it so far, so I'm going to give this thing a good old run today. So first order of business is basically take this thing and hook it up to the steam shunter. And when I say hook it up, I only mean physically, because we're not going to be able to actually connect the brake systems of these two locomotives together, because they have incompatible brakes. So what I'm thinking of doing actually is put the steam shunter in front, put this locomotive behind it, and then have the train behind this locomotive. Do the majority of driving from this locomotive, and just set the throttle on the steam engine, make sure there's enough water in it, make sure there's enough coal, and just basically jump back into the DE2 and do the majority of driving from the DE2. Okay, so that's the plan anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and get things set up here. I'm just going to reverse now, and we should be, well, I need to basically turn this thing around actually, so I'm going to just back it up here, and then I'm going to go forward into the little section that's behind us, and just going to flip this thing over. So just give us a moment, just give me a moment, and I'll be right back with you. So just pulling up to the steam shunter here, and so what I'm thinking of doing, as I said just now, is just going to hook up these two locomotives together And I'm not going to use the braking system on the steam locomotive whatsoever, okay? We're going to use the train brake on the DE2 and the rest of the train. And basically the only purpose of the steam shunter will be to provide the much needed power that we will need to haul this heavy train up the hill. Now, none of these locomotives can pull this load in isolation, as I mentioned before. So we're going to need the power of both of these locomotives. And one thing to just be wary of course, is not to overdo the power loading on the DE2 so as not to blow up the traction motor. And of course, yeah, you can see there, I'm just trying the brakes out on this steam engine. It's not compatible, so it's basically not going to work. But yes, and obviously not to blow up the steam engine as well. So that's the other thing to just make sure of. So there's going to need to be some careful toing and froing today as I attempt to drive both of these locomotives simultaneously, hopping back and forth between each one as we try and pull this heavy load up the hill. So that's definitely going to be something to consider and keep in mind as we go, because yeah, as I said there, it's very easy to blow up the DE2 if you're not careful. Oh, hang on, forgot to do something here. Forgot to turn on the steam lubricator for the steam engine, otherwise we're going to be in trouble here. Now this is build 96 as well, which has only just come out, so there's been some improvements to the way that the lubricator does work. I did post a post on my channel about that recently with the link to the actual Steam post that the developer put out there. A whole slew of updates and improvements with build 96 as well. So okay, let's get this show on the road here, shall we? So what I'm going to do is basically we'll just pull forward here for a sec, just hop out, change these points, and then we'll back into where the load is currently waiting for us, and then we'll basically be heading out of here in this direction, going straight ahead. Okay, once we hook up to the rest of the train in just a moment. So we'll just get all the lights going and we'll just go ahead and reverse up to... Whoop, getting some wheel slip there already. This little DE2 kind of struggling to move the steam engine a little bit there, but it's very wet this morning, so yeah, this is definitely not the best time to be doing this. 522 tons, we've definitely got our work cut out for us here. And to be honest with you, I have no idea how this is going to go, but in the interest of giving it a red hot go, as they say, we shall be doing that. So we'll just back into the E yard, into the sidings here, designated E, and we'll pull in and just connect up to the train, to the rest of the train. I'll tell you something, this rain is showing no signs of letting up whatsoever, so yeah, to be honest with you, I'm a little bit worried about this. Once we connect up to the rest of this train here, which has our load of scrap metal, I'm thinking I'm just going to pull forward and just go for it. Okay, we've got a 40k an hour limit more or less out of here, I think, or at least that curve that leads out of here. Normally you don't want to go more than about 40 k's an hour out of here, so we'll see how we go. Hopefully I can get up to 40. Hopefully we can get this thing moving up to 40, because we're going to need all the speed and momentum we can get, I think. So that's going to be an interesting run out of here indeed. I think for the most part, just getting up that incline is going to be the main thing. Okay, once we are past that section and then out of harbour and town region, I guess you could say, on the map there, we'll be mostly okay. So just charging up the brakes on this train here. This handbrake's off. Just take a mosey on down to the end of the train and release the handbrake at the very end. Okay, handbrake's off, and just do a real quick check. I don't really need to, but I'd just like to check the codes on these wagons, make sure we've got the right train. I don't think there's any other scrap metal in this yard anyway, from what I've seen so far, but whatever. Okay, let's head back inside and we'll go ahead and get this whole thing moving. Okay, so I do have the expert shovel here. You'll be happy or sad to know. The expert shovel is really going to make me work again today, I think. Expert shovel shovels really small amounts of coal, allowing you to be more precise with your coal usage. So let's just get the fire going on this steam locomotive, because we're going to need a good head of steam here, I think. Go ahead and add a little bit of water as well. Signal our intent. I'm not going to worry about the brake on the steam locomotive. It doesn't work anyway. The air brake, I should say. Air brake's not even hooked up, okay? So handbrake is off. Like I said, we're going to be driving from the DE2, which is behind us, hopefully, for the most part. And we're going to be applying the brakes from the DE2, applying helper amounts of throttle from the DE2, and probably have the steam engine just wide open for the most part, because the DE2 diesel electric is a lot more sensitive. I'm just testing out here how I can switch back and forth between the locomotives there. Probably need a little bit of wiper going as well on the steam loco. Okay, that's almost overfilled. Oh, good thing I turned off the injector there. Get the headlights going, because we are the leading loco here. Let's go ahead and just get this fire burning hot, because it's waning already. Like I said, this expert shovel really makes you work. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to go full open on the damper, because we need that pressure right now. Okay, reverser full forward, and we'll start making... What I might do as well is sanding on just a little bit. Okay. Just shift the damper down a bit, open the blower up fully. Cheat a bit and teleport inside. Okay, sanders are on. Reverser forward. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gents. This is going to be a wild ride indeed. So I hope you're ready for this. 500 plus tons with these two little shunting locomotives. What am I doing? This is absolutely insane. But here we go. Brakes are off. I'm thinking I'll probably save on the sand, to be honest, because just trying to get into this steam locomotive, this is going to be a little bit annoying, I think. Got to get that teleport marker just right to get into the cab there. Let's just apply a little bit of power here with the steam engine. It's going to help us along. We are moving. Okay, now one of the things we need to do here is obviously try and get a reasonable amount of speed going, because we want to make sure we have enough momentum. Make no mistake, this is a very heavy load we have behind us. So I think, as I said just before, I'm going to go full throttle on the steam locomotive for the most part, and do most of the finessing of the throttle from the DE2 behind us. So let's get on out of this siding first, out of this yard, and then we'll see how much speed we can get getting out of here. In the meantime as well, we've got to make sure that we feed the steam locomotive, because otherwise we're going to be in trouble. Don't want to run out of steam. We want to keep a nice big amount of steam pressure going, large amount of steam pressure. So we want a nice big fire is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, let's just hop back into the DE2. Okay, making good speed here. Just make sure that any points are set as they should be. Everything seems to be fine. Getting close to 40k an hour now, so I'm just going to back off the throttle a little bit here, because we don't want to overdo it going around this curve that comes out of this place. Oh, look at all that. Look at the smoke effects and the fog. This rain is just unrelenting. Okay, we're just going to keep the injector going a little bit here. And here's our major curve coming out of here. But I'm gonna start applying the throttle. Oops, need to shovel more coal. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And to be honest with you, the expert shovel is probably not the best for this right now. Okay, here we go, here we go. Making good speed. I'm trying to keep this momentum. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, heavy on the power. Let's go. I'm hoping this is not too late. We need as much power as we can. We need to make use of this momentum because this is a long hill coming out of here. And we are only just starting the incline. Got 500 plus tons behind us. Oh, this is still anyone's game. I don't know. I can hear it slowing down. I can hear it slowing down. Want to keep the pressure up from the steam locomotive. Okay, yep, alright. Our temperatures are increasing on the DE2. We're going to have to back off the power a little bit. Don't want to overheat the DE2 or blow it up otherwise. Okay, that's a nice happy throttle setting. The thing is, for a given throttle setting, you don't want it to slow down anymore because that's when your temps start to go up even more. Okay, quick, quick, quick. Got to get back in the steam engine. We've got full power going. We're almost at the top of this hill. Almost making it. Come on. She's given us all she's got. Come on. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. We're almost there. We are so close. We are almost over the hill. Ouch. Oh, no. Something blew up. Looks like a fire has chosen to accompany us right now. Oh. And we've just lost. Okay. Fetch the fire extinguisher, will you? Because we are going to burn down. Oh, this is no joke. I think we've just done a whole bunch of damage to this DE2. And I don't know if this is salvageable anymore, folks, because I think the steam engine probably can't pull this load on its own. Oh man, it just blew up again. I can't believe it. We've just completely nuked this DE2. Quick, gotta pump water in before it blows this thing sky high. Oh, that's a shame. Oh no, this is very badly planned, this one. We're still moving though, so I'm gonna keep going. Maybe we're out of the woods. I think there's still a little bit of an incline in front of us, but the DE2 is basically spoken for right now. It's completely dead. You can see there that the traction motor is just sparking away there. So the traction motor is completely dead on the DE2. It's not gone anywhere. It's only furnishing power from the rear axle at that. So we'll keep going until this thing stalls. If it doesn't stall, I'm just gonna continue going because realistically, why not? I think once we're over this hill, we should be okay. Let's just get this coal going because, oh no, I think it's not looking good, folks. And I really can't do much more with this DE2. Come on, come on. Come on, DE2, you can do it. Come on. No. We've completely wrecked the poor old diesel electric. She's completely ruined And I don't know if we can continue with this train right now because it seems like we're going to stall. That's all she wrote, I think. Steam engine is now just slipping away. No, the train's going to pull us back, and there's no brakes here. The brakes are in the DE2, so unfortunately, I think there's only one thing for it now. I'm just going to spend a moment and just going to see if we can't get this thing moving, but I really doubt it, because look at that. It's just the amps are just going through the roof there into the red line, and there is no way we're going to be able to start this train, I don't think, on this incline, which is such a shame. I think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take one more run at this hill, I think. Let's just keep this fire going, and unfortunately we're just going to have to keep going back down this hill. Just going to have to go all the way back into town, back to Harbour and Town. No, I really don't like our chances here. Just give it one quick go, take the brakes off. Come on, we can do this. Well, I must say, folks, I think we've really done it this time. The train stalled, the DE2 is completely nuked, and we're stuck on a hill with nowhere to go. We've got no drive on the front axle right now of the DE2. The motor's completely burned out. We've just got rear axle drive right now, and the steam engine is trying. We've got lightning in the sky and lightning in our DE2. It's too much load. There's nothing else for it. Although in saying that, it does seem like we are making some amount of progress. No, I'm going to have to call it here. I think there's nothing else for it. We're just going to have to back down this hill. So the plan is right now, I think plan B, go all the way back to Harbour and Town, repair the locomotives, service the steam locomotive as well, fill it up with coal and water. And this time we're going to reverse all the way back to the other end of Harbour and Town, and we're going to take another run at this hill, and hopefully we'll make it on the next attempt. So let's just reverse for the moment, because all these efforts right now are fruitless. So back down the hill we go. Interestingly, the sun's come out now, so it's not raining anymore, at least, as we admit defeat on this attempt and head back down the hill that we so desperately tried to climb just a few moments ago, back towards Harbour and Town. And like I said, when we reach the bottom, we'll take one more run at this place, at this hill, because I'm determined to get up this hill. I've accepted this job now, there's no backing out. Back down the hill we go. Okay, I'll just control the speed as we head down this hill. Make sure that we don't lose the train on the way down either. But yes, shouldn't be too much longer now. We'll be back at Harbour and Town. We'll do some repairs and get back into it. Don't need the wipers anymore, incidentally. That's the face of defeat right there. We didn't make it this time, but I'm going to go ahead and go to the station office right now, repair these locomotives up, or refuel the steam engine, repair the diesel electric behind it, and we'll take another run at this hill. Okay, so fee-wise, wow, okay, I'm not even going to look at what these fees comprise. All I know is there's a lot of fees there, but thankfully we've got our co-pay, so that didn't cost us too much to clear that set of fees out. We'll go back to our locomotives and we'll get this show on the road. Attempt number 2. Okay, I've just set those points so that we go straight through the yard this time. because we want a nice straight run all the way through the yard. We don't want to be going through points, going left and right and all that kind of stuff. That's just going to affect our momentum. So yes, we've got our newly refueled steam locomotive here, newly serviced. So we'll go ahead and just get this fire going once again. Apologies for the inconvenience, folks, but we shall be moving again very shortly. And we'll go ahead and get the diesel engine started as well. Still got some residual pressure there in the boiler. Our DE2's been all fully repaired, so this time we'll have to be very careful as we climb the hill. My original plan still stays, is I'm going to basically drive from here and just keep a closer eye on the temperatures this time around, because last time when the traction motor exploded, I was not in the cab here watching on the temps. I was here in the steam engine, so not going to do that this time. I'm going to be a little bit more careful, okay? Just make sure that the lubricator's on, because I think when you service the locomotive, it seems to turn everything off again. Don't need the air pump, actually, yeah. We just need the generator there. Okay. Alright, take 2, here we go, here we go. I intend to do this right now. No fooling around, handbrakes off. Okay, here we go. Attempt number 2. Okay, let's turn off the turn off these cylinder drains. Oops, don't need the lighter. We need the shovel. Keep the fire going. Gotta keep the fire going. Come on, come on. We can do this. We can do this. Take 2. Make sure we got the damper set. Blower fully open. Reverser nice and economical for now. We'll dig into that reverser later if we need to, once we start slowing down, if we do, which I'm sure we will. Let's just keep the fire happy for the moment, because we'll be hopping back into the DE2 soon. Let's get the throttle going a little bit more aggressively here. Now the danger here in going fast around the curve that's going to come up soon is that we might actually derail if we're not careful, so we want to hit 40, but we don't want to go too much more than 40, I think, around that curve. Okay, very happy so far. Yep, okay, we're at target speed already, so I'm just going to back off the throttle a little bit. It's just going to need a bit of finessing here. Yeah, we're doing more than 40. I think the steam engine's actually pulling us along now. Let's, yeah, we're at full throttle. Gotta start pumping the water as well. Yep, okay, let's get off the regulator here. Off the throttle, off the throttle. We're gonna go too fast otherwise. And we don't want to tempt fate. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit faster than I'm comfortable with. But to be honest with you, we're just going to keep going. Let's just back off the throttles here. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of pushing the bounds here, but I'm not letting off. Back onto the power, back onto the power. Hop back into steamer. And we shall add power once again. Let's just make sure our water situation is okay. Seems fine. Okay, oh, really got the train on the edge of the seat here. Okay, power, let's go, let's go. Yeah, 50k an hour, we're fine. Let's go, let's go, let's go, come on. We'll keep the water cracked just a little bit on the injector. Keep that water trickling in. Keep this fire up. Yeah, that's fine. I can hear some squealing noises, but let's go, let's go. Come on, power, power, power. We're gonna lose a whole lot of speed here in a second, so can't afford to lose too much momentum. Come on! This time, I'm gonna stay put in the cab here for the most part. Let me just, in saying that, let me just add a little bit more power here. Not much else I can do here with the steam engine, apart from add a bit more coal, and then we'll hop back in. Okay. Alright. Come on, come on. I don't want to add too much power on the DE2. I want a bit of buffer in my temperatures as well, but at the same time, it's slowing down already. Come on, come on. Come on. This hill is just monstrous, I tell you. There's nothing else we can do right now. I can't see, I've got hardly any buffer left because we are almost in the red line on the temperature there. Just gonna have to ride this out. I'm gonna have to back off the throttle D2, otherwise I'm gonna cook it once again, and I don't want to do that. I've already done that before, we know how annoying that is. Now, I've got a bit more leeway on the steamer. Come on, come on, steam shunter, you can bring us home. Oh, look at that water level, it's just getting completely annihilated. And the fire is getting annihilated too. Yeah, sparks flying from the steam engine. Yeah, steam engine's trying hard. Oh, the sparks are flying from the steamer. Oh, it's a hard pull, it's a hard pull. You know what though, I think, given everything that's going on right now, poor steamer's working hard. Both these engines are working hard right now. But I think we might be out of the woods here. So we're just gonna keep on going. That was such a much more finessed run, that one, I think. Thinking about it now, that first time around was very rough around the edges. That first attempt was very rough indeed, so live and learn, I guess. The important thing is, we appear to have made it, so it's got a little bit more of an incline right here, but once we're over this bridge, once we're past this bridge, I think we should be more or less home free. Diesel engine's working very hard as well right now. Let's just take it a little bit easier on the old diesel. Put a bit more load on the old steamer there. Yeah, the temps are really high on the D2 once again. I've got this crazy feeling in my mind that we're still somehow going to stall. Yeah, that looks like a 1.5 hill that we just climbed just there as well, so that's enough water for you, Mr. Steamer. Okay, just add a little bit more reverser here. Steam pressure's really dropping right now. Can't let it drop anymore. We don't have much leeway on the DE2, so I can't afford to put much more throttle on because our temps are still quite elevated right now. Okay, we're making good progress here. That's good. It's good when things go right for a change. Water levels are fine. Yeah, okay, we're speeding up now. Okay. These two engines are just singing right now. It's lovely to hear the DE2 behind us and the steam engine chugging away, pulling a combined 500 plus ton right now. Soon we should be coming up to the straight actually. We'll take a look at the map in just a moment. Okay, got a bit more buffer on the D2 right now. Just add a bit more power there. Who would have thought the DE2 and the steam shunter, an unlikely couple. Brakes aren't compatible. But putting the S060 on the front really works well as a helper locomotive. And got a tunnel coming up. I think we've got a set of points actually as well shortly, so feed this fire a little bit more. Okay, we're speeding up now, so I love this expert shovel actually. When things aren't too crazy, I think it's just the right amount of realism there. Just adding a few more shovel loads of coal in there. I think we're just past the 60 zone there. Yeah, no points just yet. Oh, okay, we've got another incline coming up. It looked like it was a 1.4, I think. So yeah, okay, got the points coming up I think as well, so let's just make sure that these points are set. I'm sure they're fine anyway, but just in case. It never appears when you're waiting for it, does it? I'm glad I topped up the water actually before we had this second attempt, because I'd be fretting right now that we'd be running out of water otherwise in this old steam engine. We know how limited the reserves are. Okay, alright, yep, I can see those points there, fine. So off to the left we go. Add a little bit more power on the diesel here, help us out. Come on, DE2. Yeah, okay. Must be the carriages going through those points there, slowing us down a bit as well. Fire really needs some tending to. I'm not hesitating to keep the coal topped up because better to have a little bit more pressure than not enough. You can see that the day is getting on now as well. We've spent quite a bit of time between those attempts there, just trying to get this train moving. As I mentioned before, it's a fairly short journey, but it's just the fact that we had 2 attempts initially. We should make it to our destination of the steel mill before it gets too dark. can see the sun rays just cutting through there. The light rays of the afternoon. Rather beautiful. Okay, this is, I believe this is where we are more or less. Let's put this map down already. Should have done this before, but okay, so I believe we're more or less in this location right here, coming up upon that straight. So just keep the speed under control here as well. I'm not going to go too crazy on the throttle here because, ooh, okay, water level got quite low there again. Yeah, this train will run away from us if we're not careful here. Make sure we keep the speed in check. Keep our water levels healthy. We'll probably apply the brake shortly actually, and we can't do that from this locomotive as we know. We'll have to hop back into the DE2. Okay, that's enough water for now I think. We're doing some pretty good speed right now. Just slightly uncomfortable with the amount of speed we're doing. But I know that we're okay. Try and get this boiler pressure up a little bit. It's a little bit low right now. Look at those beautiful light rays and light effects on the rails. Okay, alright. Come on, let's start to put this thing under some semblance of speed control. Yeah, we're in 120 kilometer an hour zone right now, so no problem with the speed actually. We can be doing more than double the speed and we'll be fine, but I just get a little bit worried sometimes. These are two shunters after all, they're not mainline locomotives, so they're not made to go exceedingly quick. Try and keep it around the 50k an hour mark. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to make our time bonus once again. Something always goes wrong, doesn't it? Okay, now I estimate we're more or less in this region here. And we do have a set of points coming up soon, and we've got a bit of a right-hand turn before we start making our way to the steel mill. You can see that the speed limits are starting to come down now, so... and our speed's actually increasing. You can hear the rhythm of the linkages there. Let's just throw a little bit more coal in this coal box, in the firebox here. And you know what? Yeah, okay. We're almost pegging that speedometer there at 60k an hour, so I'm gonna hop back. Never a moment too soon. Get off the throttle here. I'm gonna have to apply the brake shortly, I think. Let's start to get on the brake. Just keep things under control. I'm trying to recall how many episodes we've had with the steam shunter. I think this is episode 2.5, I think, with the steam shunter. So, as always, happy to get your comments as well on what you think I should be driving soon. I've never actually tried the DE6, would you believe? There's those points. Look, we've got a level terrain now ahead of us, which is great to see for a change. We're we're done with those inclines. Thank goodness. But yes, I think I would like to get back into the DM3 again soon because I just missed that DM3. If I can find the DM3 in career mode, I tell you, I'm going to get the license for it and I'm just going to go for it. Let's see where we're going here. Don't mind me. Whoops. No. It's on the other end of the book. Of course it is. Come on, steel mill, where are you? Trying to find the way here. There it is. Just saw it. It's the first one. Okay, so we want B yards. So yeah, it's fairly straightforward. I think it's B3I. Okay, yeah, we're picking up speed now. So let's get off the throttle. 90k an hour zone, but I think I'm gonna have to get onto the brake a little bit here as well shortly. Let's get off the gas here or the diesel. See, I think that's oil well, isn't it? Central. Our load's still attached, that's always handy. Okay, we must be going down a downhill now because I can really feel it picking up speed. The steel mill is going to be upon us in no time now. And we're racing the sun, it seems. Just going to add a little bit of brake here because don't want to be going too fast. Keep an eye out on the points ahead of us. I think we'll have to get the comms radio out actually. Quick, comms radio. Make sure that the points are set correctly. Should be up front actually to do this. Yeah, they're fine. No problems there. Okay. Get on the brakes a bit more, and this is more or less we are here, folks. We are at the destination, so steel mill. Oops. I've just jumped off the train. And you know what? In career mode, I've got this very short teleport at the moment, so I can't teleport too far. That's fine, I've applied the brakes anyway, so probably gonna have to just let this train grind to a halt here. Good thing I applied the brakes before I hopped out there, hey? Okay, alright, well. Trying to go a little bit faster here. I think run faster on the ballast. Oops, the water was running. Alright, let's keep this fire going and then we shall pull ahead into the yard. It's a steel mill and then I'll probably just be setting the points on the way in as well. Okay, just coming into the yard now. Making sure we head into the right side in here. Set these points right there. That should take us right into where we need to be. And we'll call it a night, pick up our 20 grand, and that is another successful career mission, career episode done. So thank you so much for watching once again, ladies and gents. If you're a first time viewer of the channel, welcome aboard as well. Great to have you aboard. Please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this, if you haven't already subscribed. I'm going to keep going in career mode with Derail Valley Simulator and just see how far we get. As always, let me know your feedback in the comments below and what you thought of this episode. I really want to get back into the DM3. As much as I love this expert shovel and driving this steam shunter, I find myself just itching for that DM3. Save the manuals! Okay, let's put a halt to the proceedings here. our fire is a little bit low now anyway, but yes, we made it. So that's the important thing. Our oil level is still very much full on the lubricator here from the looks of it. Just go ahead and set these handbrakes up. Go and set the handbrake at least one of these cars here. There's a lot of weight there, but one handbrake should be fine. We're on the level. Let's just disconnect here. Fuel cutoff. Fuel cutoff is what I want. Alright. Very good. Diesel engines nicely stabled here. I'm not going to bother pulling away from the cars. I'll just hop up top here and shut things down. I think I might just kill this fire actually. I just don't want to risk any issues here. Excellent. Got a full boiler anyway of water. Excellent. Alright, let's head inside to the station office. Yes, we made it. Okay, summary time, folks. So we've made it to Steel Mill from the harbour and town location where we began, and that was quite a ride indeed. I think you'll agree. The inclines coming out of harbour and town are nothing to sneeze at. We know that from experience as well, and for those of you who are new to the game, you'll very quickly find that out as well. So yes, the important thing is we made it, and yes, I'm not sure what job we're going to do next. I have no idea right now. I'm really tired after that run actually. I thought that maybe after that first attempt when we failed, I wouldn't be able to make it up that hill, but thankfully a little bit of logic and careful running saved the day there. So yeah, we've got quite a few fees here, which I'm not going to bother paying right now. We'll sort these out in the next episode, I think. So just trying to get rid of that. I've got a whole pile of fees anyway, so we've done a little bit of damage, I'm sure, to these locomotives since our second attempt even. So, but yeah, nothing like what happened on the first attempt there. That was quite a disaster, I think you'll agree. But yes, we're centrally located here at Steel Mill. So yeah, the Derail Valley world is our oyster right now. So it's just past 10 PM at night in the game as well. So I think I'll rest up, and in the next episode we'll take a job, one of these jobs. I don't know. We'll see how we go anyway. We've got a fair amount of cash in the old wallet right now, so maybe we'll do another freight haul somewhere, goods factory in town, maybe, I don't know. Or maybe we'll go up to food factory if there is such a thing, such a job here, not too sure. Yeah, that's one going back to harbour and town again. I really want to take that DM3, I know I keep saying it, so maybe it's going to happen in the next episode, I don't know. I don't even know if there's DM3 here, I somehow doubt it, but yeah. We'll see what the next episode brings anyway. Thanks so much for watching once again, and I'll see you all in the next one.